Alrighty guys, welcome back to the Combustion Gamer and Return of the Biff. Here we go, we got the driver standings here. We got Kyle Busch still with 2 wins. Greg Biffle continues to not have the best of season as he continues to have problems with the car. And you see the top 16 right now. Newman's actually in there, which is kind of cool. Let's see here if I can find where Busher is. Busher is pretty far down on the list actually, so let's see if we can help our teammate out. But we're going to Road America for this race. Got 13 laps to go on with the stage. We also got Talladega doubleheader, which is coming up, so that will be pretty cool. Yeah, we're going to be right back. I'm going to add a few more laps to Road America here, and then we will send Greg Biffle off to the race, NASCAR race at Road America. Let's get started. As we saw Ryan Newman on the pole. So good job for the teammate. See if we can get up there and help him out. Alright, so we messed around with the settings, so hopefully this race will be a little bit more interesting than normal. Hopefully. Everybody slow. No front end damage, so that's good. Biggest thing is getting through traffic on this track, honestly. That can be very, very fun from the back. Get more power, hit the brakes here. There we go, good, up. Woo! Almost spun out, There's one to do that, that's for sure. So I messed around with the settings, so hopefully it won't do that as much. But I don't know how well the settings are going to work, because I put a few added settings. Wow, these AI are slow AI. Wow. Not sure what's going on here. Get into Kyle Busch here a little bit as Austin Dunning keeps throwing us to the side there. Has Dylan here. Dylan spins! And there's the wreck on the back course. No caution. Nice, very nice. Alright. The brakes. Going to the outside of Boyer. Almost spun out again. So, if I had been previously, like Mid-Ohio road course, I definitely would have already been spinning out, so I've been able to catch it though, so the settings are helping out to some extent, so that's nice. Right, up to 19th, so doing pretty good in that respect. Might almost be time to give, almost topped out, so to speak, how far I can push the AI, so I might be able to move that farther up, but we will see. Well, also too, I'm thinking the road course. For some reason, the AI are extremely slow on the road courses compared to the other tracks, so yeah, I think it'll probably actually be fine once I get back to Talladega for the doubleheader, which will be next up. Doubleheader weekend, so that would be some fun racing. Oh, there is our other teammates. Chris Busher up here in the top 15. We're gonna get past old Cut Busch here and checking our fuel and tires. We're doing pretty good. I remember how bad the fuel settings and stuff are, so I adjusted that for this race as well, so we didn't have to pit every 2 laps, because that is extremely annoying. And I did lengthen the race, so it is longer. Yeah, I'm glad I switched up the settings because I would be so spun out at this point already. You just feel with what's in the car. Oh yeah, look at the AI. The AI trying to. Oh, Montrix Jr. Giant check up there. Car feels pretty good though. I'm liking how it feels. So definitely. Except for that. Except for the game physics wanting to spin me out. Car feels good, so nice. Not sure if we can draft here, but we're gonna give it a try anyways. Any draft? No draft. Oh, got the draft. We have a drafted partner. Let it out early. Oh. Hey, Busher, hold on there. Hold on. Don't spin out, Busher. Come on, we gotta get all three of us into the playoffs, man. Come on. Gotta get Greg in. We gotta get you in. Oh, don't spin. Got damage. A whole lot. That's good. Alright, it's up. He's driving away now. Okay. Let's see if I can get up here. We'll give him a push. Brakes. Into the joy. So now, that probably didn't help out. He's trying to help you, buddy. Yeah, with how far this spread out, I'm not going to worry about finishing much higher than this. I'm going to work with Busher here, try and get him past the joy, help him out. Because we only got a few laps left, so I'm going to kind of work with Busher here. Give him some pushes. Oh, okay. I guess he's going to do that, so we're just going to go past him. That was my idea. Up. No, don't spin, Busher. Wow. There you go. Okay, good. Busher's safe. We'll just, we'll get Joy loose here for you. Well, I don't know. He's a pretty good forward teammate. He's been kind of helpful, and we want to keep him happy, so to speak, for the Talladega, so... Yeah, never mind about that. He's a forward teammate, so we don't want to make him mad before Talladega. We don't want to do that, so... There he goes. We both go there. Okay, wow, the car was loose. It's very loose over that corner. Oh. Push the joy back there, spinning out. I got plenty of fuel, plenty of tire. So we will. Oh, Busher's gotta run. Will he clear the joy? Doesn't look like it. Looks like he's gonna have to fall back in by the turn. Oh, nope. Oh, yeah, Busher has got past the joy. Very good. Cool. So we actually did help our teammate out. And who's the guy that's all the way so far back? What happened? Who's that? Somebody's way in the back. I'm not sure who that is, but he must have had a hit for damage or something, because he's way back. About to get lapped by Chase Elliott. I don't know where Newman's running. Let's see. Got Denny Hamlin and Kevin Harvick immediately in front of us. So now we'll know where our number 6 teammate is. Car feels good. Well, at least as good as a road course car in this game can feel. It feels pretty good, so I'm not going to be doing any changes pit-wise. Got, what else is up there? Harvick, Hamlin, and Suarez. Plus, Suarez up there. And Gott Brothers Toyota. Titan's 96, Gott Brothers with the back rifle coffee, and Bass Pro Shop. That is an awesome paint scheme. I hope that turns out to be a die cast because that car looks awesome. I'm filming this before the 500, so I don't know if he got in, was able to qualify in or anything, but hopefully he did, because that was an awesome looking car. And Black Rifle Coffee is awesome. If you love coffee, I would highly suggest getting yourself some Black Rifle Coffee. That stuff is good. Nice, deep taste, and really you don't have to add any sugar or creamer to it. It is just fine by itself. Awesome tasting coffee, so definitely get yourself some. That stuff is good. And they also make awesome NASCAR paint schemes, as we have seen with Noah Gregson's car. Very cool looking paint scheme. Alrighty, so we are on 12th, not doing too bad. I know Greg Biffle and the Roush Runway team would prefer some stage points, but with how far... Oh, and I also forgot to address the obvious thing in the room. Chase Elliott, who is just running away with this race. Look at how far ahead he is. And what if they tweaked his AI since he became the road course king? I wonder if they tweaked that, because he is just destroying the entire field with how far ahead he is. That is just amazing. Okay, yeah, we might be able to get 10th. Probably not. Oh, I don't know. It looks like there's somebody else up there with Chase. Somebody else racing up there with Chase. So I'm not sure who that is, though. Who do we got behind us? Chris Buescher lost his pace to Kurt Busch. Turn. Oh, no. Almost went off track there. Do not want to DNF if I don't have to. I don't want to do that. Hit the brakes, hit the brakes. Oh, so Austin Cindric. I'm not sure if he locked up brakes, got loose or something, but he was smoking there. I'm thinking he got loose. Let's see if we can get past Harvick and Suarez here. Go, 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 go. Nope. It's gonna be a battle for 11th. Okay, looks like we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, got 11th. Okay, so not bad at all. Alright, so just let me see here. What do we got with Ryan Newman? Up. Ryan Newman's in second. Oh, good for him. Okay. I'm gonna take fuel, tires. I'm gonna fix that damage, of course, and yeah, we're not doing anything with the tape. We're good. And we're in the same place. Ty Dillon has lost 2 positions. Da 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 da. Okay, so let's see what we do here. Try and get. I'm not sure why I said Cindric. It's Blaney. No idea why I said Cindric. It's Blaney up here. I must. I don't know where I am. Ay 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 ay. People spinning me. Anyways, trying to spin me. Okay, I'm sorry I called you Cindric. Are we good now? Okay, get off of me. Hey, Blaney, back. It's like those line cutters. Ay. Line cutters are very annoying. Don't like those people. It's like, hey, it's like, you know, it's like, technically I am standing here, so it's like, I don't know why you're getting in front of me. Now, if you want to offer me $50 to switch places so you can get out of the store quicker, hey, I would do that. I will move my shopping cart and stuff farther back as we wreck here. Oh, God. Huge wreck. Wait, there's the caution. Thought that was going to happen. It's like, yeah, I mean, hey, for $50, I will switch places in line. But you gotta offer me the $50. I can't be counterfeit either. It's gotta be real. Okay, so we got horrible laps. We're gonna stay out. I'm gonna have to watch the replay on that. I was thinking about people cutting in line and stuff. A little bit too much there. That was really bad there. So, alright, so in our final stage, guess what time it is? It's time to send it up to the booth to let the guys do some talking here, and we send it up. Alright, everyone, welcome back to the NASCAR race here at the beautiful Road America. So, some of the amazing updates is Eric Amarola takes the lead from Chase Edit. We also have 2 Roush Fangway teammates here in the top 5, Ryan Newman and Greg Biffle in the beautiful Flexio car. That's right, we got that beautiful Flexio car. There, as we see it from the drone, pretty cool shot there. Ryan Newman getting to the inside. Ryan Newman almost spinning his teammate out there. Yep, definitely having some issues there as they try to go through the turn. There we go. Got a nice shot there from the cars. Oh! That was almost a DNF. That was so almost a DNF. That would not have been good. I don't know what's happening with Newman right now, but he is looser than a rabies-infected goose. I'm not sure if a goose can have rabies, but he's definitely looser than that. I don't know, I think the fact of the rabies-infected goose being loose is just the fact of logic in that not being and Hamilton spins around. Good night. I hate this. Why does the camera go to the drone? I'm sorry, I broke out of announcer voice here, but I was trying to get a look at the car and I keep getting the stupid drone shot. Blah, 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 blah. Why does it do that? It doesn't do that at the speedways. It's like It's like why is the camera moving away from my car? I don't know why it does that. Okay, that's it. Hey, I want to see my car. Look, I can see my car now. There we go with... What's his name? Nagano. Okay, that was ridiculous. Okay, so, sorry guys. Sorry. Got distracted. There's... Nagano wrecks me. I'm so glad that was not a DNF. Okay. Now that we've gotten the camera angle flying away like a drone on the car thing through the system, we will now return you back to the announcers for the regularly scheduled program that should have been taking place anyways, but I got distracted. So back to the booth. Alright everyone, we are so sorry. Apparently, one of the other networks tried to, is interfering with our signal, and we could not get through. But welcome back to the NASCAR race here at Road America, one of the more iconic and very scenic, as I might say, a very scenic venue. Looks very nice, very nicely situated racetrack, and definitely known for Corvette racing. That is definitely one of the things they are known for here is the Corvette racing team, and definitely a very, very beautiful venue. One thing I must say though is I was trying to get a coffee earlier, and there was no Dunkin' Donuts. Or Black Rifle coffee, I might add. I could not get any Black Rifle coffee. I didn't even see Noah Gregson's car, so I don't know where the Xfinity Series is this week, because no one gives me a schedule because I'm stuck up here in the booth. But the main point is, I cannot get myself a coffee anywhere on this track. But back to the racing, because that's very important. Greg Biffle has now fallen to 9th, so rather disappointing there. And as he spins... something is going on with that car now. We're going to send it over to Dave in the pits. Dave, what do we got? Well, Bob, what we have is obviously that final bit of a crash at the end of stage 2. They are afraid that something may have been locked loose in the steering. And obviously another hit there from Joey Logano as he got loose. And Greg Biffle tried to get through and hit the front end of Logano. They are actually rather concerned that something may be broken in the front of this car. They know the radiator is definitely blocked. A lot of damage on this number 16 Roush Fenway car. A lot that's going to have to be worked on once they get it into the pit window. Alright, so obviously they were doing extremely well. Raceway cars have been in the top 15 for almost the entire race. Definitely an achievement for that organization during a bit of a slump in the season for them, especially with Greg Biffle coming out very early in the season, doing an excellent job of just really, for some reason, having his stats fall apart. But what do you think the attitude is down there currently? What is the attitude down there in the pits? Well, the attitude is pretty high. I mean, it is a road course, so damage to the outside of the vehicle really isn't as important here on a road course. As you see, you got the number 17 Fastenal car that's running around, and they have not fixed the front end damage on that car. Obviously, a few storylines that we have to look at is a lot of people trying to race as cleanly as possible here today, because friends will matter for next weekend, where we will have a double header at Talladega. Exactly. So obviously heading off to the Crimson Tide State to definitely see some amazing racing. Exactly, Bob. So definitely going to be some amazing racing there. One thing that I can tell you is that they have upgraded all of their garages, and you now have the new clap activated garage doors. So all you have to do is clap on the outside or inside, and those garage doors will open and close. So definitely no possibility of mistaking or overreacting to anything in those garages. That is definitely a good thing. We definitely wouldn't want to have certain storylines return. That was definitely not one of the finest moments, as someone was definitely paranoid. But of course, we do live in a very paranoid world, so... And also, you must have to admit that we need to get off this storyline as quickly as possible and get back to the real matter at hand, which is racing. What do we have? That's right, Bob. I'm glad that you shifted gears. We would not want to have a ratings drop by bringing up something pathetic, as happened. But what is important is we have Eric Almirola, who has now just taken off. I don't even know where Chase Elliott is, because I don't have a good indicator or a screen to show me where he's racing at, because, well, let's just say that we're having some cutbacks here at the studio. But anyways, what I do want to tell you, Bob, is Eric Almirola, definitely not someone I would have expected after Chase Elliott leading for 2 stages to be out front right now. I don't know if they're just saving a bit of fuel or something to lengthen the run, or what's going on, but Chase Elliott definitely not having the speed or handling like he had earlier on in this race. That's very true, very true. And Greg Biffle, what do we have going on with him? Well, there's definitely something going on with that car. A lot of damage, as we can see, mostly cosmetic, so having some issues. Oh, good night. Almost wiped out there, as we can see. There's definitely issues going on with that car. One thing they are concerned about, as we say, is that something in the steering being knocked. It's not locked, but it's knocked loose. Try saying that fast, well, like I just did, and you cannot get it out of your mouth. But anyways, they're definitely concerned about that, and definitely tire wear is an issue at this point on. They've got about 3 laps left of fuel, as does the majority of people. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to make it with 1 tank of gas, or if they have to come back down for a second stop. But they're definitely going to want to milk as much. They're going to have to milk as much fuel out of the gas can, out of this car as possible. And I think we got some news in the pit. That's right, so we send it back down to the pit. What do we got? That's right, so what we got going on is not only do they think some of the steering has damage, but they also now believe that the brakes are not applying correctly, as Greg Biffle has had multiple times almost overshot the turn. They're definitely thinking that he's gotten some issues going on brake-wise. So they're going to be looking at that once he comes down pit road. So a lot to look at here at Road America. Steering, very important, but brakes on this type of course, extremely important. So we're going to have to look at that, and I can honestly say, just looking at the gap between the majority of the drivers and Eric Almirola is going to win this race. Alright, thank you very much. So let's go ahead and take a poll. So we send it back over to you in our main studios. Who do you think will win today? I totally think that it's going to be Eric Almirola. I mean, he is just... I wouldn't say that he's been Rocket Man or anything, because obviously that's copyrighted to Ryan Newman. But he's definitely has some lighter fluid and is definitely igniting something. And he is just out. I'm not sure if he's got some nitrous running in that machine or not, but he is definitely moving out. Alright, let's send it on down to the pits. What do we got? Well, I definitely think that Eric Almirola is probably going to win, barring any major catastrophe. Alright, and you? Yeah, but I'd have to say that's right, Bob. We're definitely going to be Eric Almirola. And as for me, I definitely have to say that Eric Almirola has an extremely strong lead. I'll have to bring it back as... Oh dear. Greg Biffle almost overruns the turn again. Definitely some issues there with the brakes. We're going to have to keep watching that as it develops. Definitely fascinating. So continue to watch. Definitely a lot of damage on that hood once again, but he does appear to be gaining on Denny Hamlin and Kevin Harvick once again. They've also been consistently running here in the top 11 and 10th position. We also have David Reagan, who has surprisingly shown up in 12th position and continues to be somewhat of a threat towards Greg Biffle, who could potentially be overtaken with that much damage that he has. Also, he's going to be looking at coming to pit this lap. So definitely strategy going to be coming into play here. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough for him, as most of our people have said, as he almost spins out again. Car turns to the wall and almost wipes out. Definitely not what any of them want to see. And there we go, overshoots the turn once again. Definitely having issues here today as he now rolls up towards pit lane. He does an amazing job entering. He'll have 10 laps of fuel. Will he be able to save enough to finish off the race? That is going to be the question. I believe they're going to be taking off all the tape off of the car to see if they can get any more cooling in there and hopefully turn out a little bit more power. But we're going to have to see how that works. We'll send it down to the pit stop. A lot of damage to be fixed on the number 16 Roush Fenway Ford Mustang as they continue to work on it. And there we go. They've got that car off, and he's now merging back into traffic. And Eric Almirola is right behind now on the straightaway. So definitely a lot of ground now for the number 16 Roush Fenway Ford to make up. He's got 9 laps of fuel currently as he has exited the pits. You'll have to look and see if he can save any more or potentially have a caution come out as Eric Almirola comes down for fuel. That's right there, Bob. Eric Almirola has come down. 4 tires and fuel is the call of the day. As you can see, everybody else also coming down the pit lane. It would have been helpful if the Roush Fenway number 16 car had been closer, and definitely would have had a possibility without more damage to be able to get positions, but I really don't think that's going to happen with where he's positioned right now on the track. It is possible to get a few of these farther back cars, but I don't think the pit stop and damage and all of that is going to help his position at all at this stage of the race. That is exactly what I thought. Definitely not helpful at all. One thing that is nice is there has not been a DNF so far for anyone on this track today, especially that's excellent news for Greg Biffle, who has had 2 DNFs in the last 4 races, and a lack of one of those coming up will definitely be helpful as he almost overshoots the turn once again. Definitely some issues with the brakes. Definitely something they're going to have to look at before the Charlotte Roval, because that will definitely turn out to be an issue. Once again, overshoots again. Definitely having some problems with that number 16, but the damage has been fixed, which definitely helps. But we're going to have to continue to watch what happens with that car, as he now regains some positions on cars on pit road as he passes by several. He is now in the 16th position, and moving forward, hopefully. I believe there's several cars that did not pit that time round, so there is a potential of him gaining a few more, as he is now in the 15th position. I'm sorry, they keep changing the board on me. But definitely a few chances to gain a few more positions, but of course he has pitted rather early compared to the rest of the field, so the question is, does he have enough gas to get to the end of the race? And that's what's going to have to play out here in a very short amount of time. Will he have enough fuel? He definitely has to keep the majority of the people behind him back behind if he wants to get a good position, hopefully gain some points, and definitely not as many points lost. A DNF would not be helpful at this stage, so we're definitely going to have to be continuing to watch him here today. He's inside, as we can see Greg Biffle's hands there as he hits the wheel. See just how hard they have to turn as he goes off track a little bit there as he eases onto the barrier. A little bit more dirt. Let's see if he overshoots the turn this time, and it looks like he's got it. Almost spun out though. Looks like someone is smoking out though. Switch back to the hood cam to see who that is. And it looks like Cole Custer's day here is done. Definitely a lot of smoke from number 41 Stuart Haas' car. And more positions for the number 16 turn out to be very helpful here in the final stages of the race. And there he is. He is now in the top 10 once again. Kevin Harvick and Denny Hamlin continue to be in front of him. And Eric Almirola continues to lead here at Road America. Very fascinating. And we're going to have to see if he can get some gas savings as he continues to have issues on the track with handling and braking, it appears. No news from the pits about that. They still think it is a brake issue. They're seeing him to overshoot the turns. That's definitely something we're going to have to be watching quite a while here for the next 7 laps. See if we can gain any more time. We're going to look at our best times. We have a 2-minute and 9-second lap time, followed also by the previous by Greg Biffle, which was 2 minutes and 12 seconds. So not bad at all. They're doing very good. And let's look at the spread. So Ryan Blaney there, 2.6 seconds back from Greg Biffle, and 12 seconds ahead is Kevin Harvick, who continues to lengthen that bit by bit. And Eric Almirola definitely having an excellent race here as he continues to lengthen his lead. Nobody going to catch him here today. disappointing indeed for whatever has happened to Chase Elliott. We have no news on what's going on with that car, or just poor strategy. We don't exactly know, but definitely an issue there for the Hendrick Motorsports number 9 car, as Greg Biffle continues to have some issues coming out of that particular corner there. And that one. Trying to get a turn there, and there it is. Definitely have some amazing sponsors on this car. Of course, we have Flex Seal on the Ford Performance and Mustang. We also have Hunt Brothers, 3M, Mechanics Wear, and Freightliner, all on this very beautiful Flex Seal number 16 Ford. Very nice looking paint scheme there. It goes around. Let's look at the final lap. He gained a second by making it 2:11 versus a 2:12, so definitely helpful there. And off the track he goes again. Definitely not going to help his speed. We look at the spread, and Kevin Harvick continues to lengthen his lead. So Greg Biffle, barring any incident, will most likely finish in the 10th position. Now Gamora is almost for sure going to be your winner here today at Road America. We take a break to let you listen to the engine sounds on this beautiful car for throat relaxation. Be back soon. And some bad news here. Bad handling and a lack of fuel will force the number 16 car to pit. That's right, not what anyone wanted to see here, but they will have to come down pit lane. The car's handling had almost totally evaporated, and lack of fuel was definitely not going to help them get to the end of this race. So, 1 can of fuel, 4 tires, and a little bit of damage repair, and hopefully they'll be back on their way. As you see there, Joey Logano is the first car to be DNF'd, not able to finish here at Road America. So we will have to see what happens. Will anyone else pit? That is one of the biggest questions that we still do not know at this point. That's right. So Bob, what we got is there's just the tires were not handling anything in the turns. It was a brutal battle. Almost flipped over on one turn due to the speed and the deflated nature of one of the tires. It was not a pretty sight. The car was not handling with anything, and so that was when Greg Biffle made the call of just had to come down, get fuel and tires, and so he is back off and racing. Eric Almirola, if we look at the different fuel things that happened, potentially next lap will have to come for fuel. So obviously he's on lap 26 right now. So before being able to go on to that white flag lap, he will have to pit, potentially. And so that's definitely what the Roush Fenway team is hoping, and hoping that multiple other cars have that issue. But the question is, have any of these guys been able to save enough to get all the way through? And honestly, I have to say that the majority of them probably have. Thus ruining any chance of Greg Biffle to be able to advance his position. But I must add that as we now see a car coming down pit road right now, so there is some potential that Greg Biffle may not be alone in having to pit. So we'll have to see how that works. This could definitely be a windfall for the number 16 team, as the car looks excellent, and Greg Biffle is a lot happier with the handling. So we'll have to see how that progresses. That's right, thank you very much. And so, yes, 2 cars so far have come down pit road. That is huge. Will that give Greg Biffle the opportunity he needs to be able to gain some position? Honest answer is we don't know. But if 2 cars had to come down for fuel, who else may also have to come down for fuel as well? That is the obvious question. we will continue to watch that as he now comes down the main thoroughfare and past the finish line. He'll be going past Ryan Blaney for the 18th position as Ryan Blaney gets into him, pushes him to the side. Both of them got loose there, but Greg Biffle gets past on the outside. Eric Amarola is pitting. Huge news for the 16 team. With how far back he is, that will probably almost mean nothing for this 16 team. But what it may mean is that positions are up for grabs, as there are multiple cars scattered around. But if the 10 has to pit for fuel, who else has to? That is huge for the 16 team, as we will continue to watch that. That's right, not enough fuel saved by Eric Amarola in the 10 car, so had to pit as he comes down. He's also going to have to take a few tires, as he's also having a few handling issues there as well. But this is huge for a lot of these guys farther in the back, because as we saw, Greg Biffle already pitted, as did Ryan Blaney. Can they advance their position? Amarola obviously already off, but who else scattered throughout the field has to come down pit road? That's what the question is. That's right, and a very, very exciting question it is, as you see Greg Biffle just ripping around turns, trying to advance position through time. I'm not sure if he has enough speed to be able to make up enough time to get past these guys on pit road, but the Flexio number 16 car is definitely trying, as he almost spins out again in that turn. Definitely something going on there. Yeah, they have not been able to fix that steering issue that they're talking about there, Bob, but the car definitely is handling a lot better with new tires. So definitely a blessing there for them. New tires is definitely helping the car, and there are several cars on pit lane that are working on leaving. How many spots will Greg Biffle make up here? Have multiple cars going past. Some cars coming back on pit lane, and there you go. 13th position, that is where he's at. Eric Amarola continues to lead, but there are some cars farther up. We got Daniel Suarez and Kyle Busch. Can he catch them on their outlap? That is a very plausible way of getting some spots, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. That's right, 8 and 6 seconds ahead of him are Kyle Busch and Daniel Suarez. It will be very hard to catch them on a road course with that many seconds ahead. But did they take tires? The answer to that is yes. Almost everybody here took tires, even for the last lap. Yep, they took tires. So just making sure you didn't have a flat tire issue on the last lap. Just everybody did that. Alright, so this is obviously fascinating. Final lap here, as you see there from the camera on Greg Biffle's car, you can actually see Daniel Suarez. So potential, once you can see them, can you pass them? That is one of the questions. And he's definitely catching some time on Daniel Suarez. Kyle Busch seems to be holding his lead rather steady, but Daniel Suarez definitely seems to be falling back to some extent. As we get a warning here that our mics are about to run out of power, we'll have to look and make sure that we address that here as we come to the end. It looks like Daniel Suarez will retain his 12th place position. Rather gut punch for Greg Biffle, but Daniel Suarez has just enough speed and time to stay from being overtaken. And there it is, 13th position for Greg Biffle. Not good, but also not overly bad either. That's right, an amazing day, full of adversity, and yet they finished 13th here today without a DNF. Good job to the number 16 Roush Fenway team. Congratulations to them all. Alrighty guys, that was, oh wow, there we go, there's one of those wrecks there. Oh! That's pretty sore there. Alright, so that was fun. So I got 13th, so not too bad. Kind of messed up on fuel strategy there, so that didn't help. But other than that, that was a good race. Did pretty good. So very fun. So yeah, we got Talladega double header next week. So that's gonna be cool. See where we got the standings, everything going on here. 13th. So nice, better than a DNF. So there we go. And we got those two up next. So that was fun. So alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. And we will see you here next time on Return of the Biff. We'll see what we can do at Talladega in the daytime. That's gonna be kind of fun. So it will not be 94 laps. I only switched that for the road course, so it's not gonna be 94 laps each race. I can promise you that. That would be way too long. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. See you on the next episode.